It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Arizona. It's the Eagles and the Cards on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Murray. Short throw to Smith, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Murray now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. On play action, it's Murray. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. hands it off out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Zaven Collins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. This one deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burt sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And now the whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now Murray off play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Carter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
But first down, Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray now. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and a couple. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board, and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run it again with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Barkley inside handoff. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay,
Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing now is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Murray. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can...
There he goes, right side! A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
2nd and 9.
Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's Will Hernandez, former second rounder out of UTEP. Running right on the option is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got it to about the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 55 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 16. A minute 51 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah, go right now.
Let's go.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.